FIFA President Sepp Blatter and UEFA boss Michel Platini have been suspended for 8 years from all football-related activities following an ethics investigation. They were found guilty of breaches surrounding a £1.3 million $2 million, disloyal payment made to Platini in 2011. The FIFA Ethics Committee found Blatter and Platini had demonstrated an abusive execution of their positions. "I will fight for me and for FIFA," Blatter, 79, said at a news conference. The bans come into force immediately. Swiss Blatter and 60-year-old Frenchman Platini have also been fined £33,700, $40,000, and £54,000, $80,000, respectively. Both men continue to deny wrongdoing, and a spokesman for Blatter confirmed he will appeal against the ban and is prepared to take the case to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, in Lausanne. Platini is expected to do the same. FIFA boss since 1998, Blatter had already announced he was quitting with a presidential election in February. Platini was tipped as a future leader of football's world governing body and is a 3-time European Footballer of the Year. He is also a former captain of France and has been in charge of UEFA, European football's governing body, since 2007. Blatter, "I will fight." Blatter was in defiant mood at a news conference he had called in advance of the punishments being made public. "I will fight," he said. "I will fight for me and for FIFA." He said he was really sorry that he is still a punching ball and that he has become tainted in the eyes of humanity. He added that he thought he had convinced the FIFA Ethics Tribunal that the payment from FIFA to Platini was legitimate. He plans to appeal, first to FIFA, then CAS. He may also take legal action under Swiss law if needed. Reaction: a drowning man. FIFA reform campaigner Damian Collins and former Football Association Chairman David Bernstein believe it is the end for Blatter. "The fish rots from the head down, and we know how rotten the head of FIFA was," said British MP Collins. Bernstein told BBC Radio 5 Live, "He's a drowning man really, there's no coming back from this. He'll fight. I'm sure of that. He's not a soft touch. He will fight, but he is doomed. He is yesterday's man." Why are they banned? Blatter and Platini were found guilty of ethics code breaches over the disloyal payment. Both claimed the payment was honoring an agreement made in 1998 for work carried out between 1998 and 2002 when Platini worked as a technical advisor for Blatter. The payment was not part of Platini's written contract, but the pair insisted it was a verbal agreement, which is legal under Swiss law. German judge Hans-Joachim Eckert, the chairman of FIFA's adjudicatory chamber, held disciplinary hearings for the pair last week. Charges included conflict of interest, false accounting and non-cooperation, with investigators submitting a file of more than 50 pages. Statement: key points. The payment made in February 2011 had no legal basis in the contract signed by both men when Platini started working for Blatter on 25 August, 1999. Both men's explanation that there was an oral agreement over the payment was rejected as not convincing. Blatter's actions did not show commitment to an ethical attitude, and both men were found to be in a conflict of interest. Platini also failed to act with complete credibility and integrity and showed unawareness of the importance of his duties. The committee said there was not sufficient evidence to establish the payment was a bribe, but both men demonstrated an abusive execution of their positions. Is this the end for both men? Platini boycotted his hearing in Zurich on Friday in protest, claiming a decision already appeared to have been made. His lawyers attended, but it looks as though the Frenchman is preparing to take the matter to CAS. Blatter had already announced he will not be seeking a fifth term as FIFA president, but says he will not accept the ruling of the FIFA ethics investigation. Whatever happens, both Blatter and Platini will find it hard to recover from the damage done to their reputations. What now for FIFA? World football's governing body has been in turmoil for several months, following numerous allegations of corruption. 7 FIFA officials were arrested at a Zurich hotel at the end of May. And U.S. authorities have charged 39 football officials and sports business executives over more than £134 million, $200 million, in bribes for football television and marketing deals. Swiss prosecutors are also investigating FIFA's management as well as the award of the 2018 and 2022 World Cups to Russia and Qatar. There is also pressure from governments and the International Olympic Committee for FIFA to push through major reforms aiming at making governance more transparent and accountable. Who will be the next FIFA boss? The presidential election is due to take place on the 26th of February. There are currently 5 candidates to take over. Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, Bahrain, head of Asian football. Tokyo Sexwale, South Africa, politician and tycoon. Prince Ali bin Al Hussein, Jordan, a former FIFA vice president. Gianni Infantino, Switzerland, UEFA General Secretary. Jérôme Champagne, France, a former FIFA assistant general secretary. Voting will take place by secret ballot, with all FIFA's 209 member states having a vote each. Profile: Sepp Blatter. Joseph Sepp Blatter was born in the Alpine town of Visp in 1936. Blatter has been married 3 times and has 1 daughter. After finishing school, he did his obligatory service in the Swiss Army, rising to the rank of colonel. He did not play football professionally but worked in the watch industry, then as a sports writer and in sports management, serving at the Swiss Ice Hockey Federation. Blatter moved to FIFA as its technical director in 1975, before working as the general secretary from 1981. He was elected, to much fanfare in his homeland, as the 8th FIFA president in 1998, succeeding Dr. João Havelange. He has split opinion with his sometimes controversial statements about the game but remains hugely popular with countries in Asia and Africa. In 2004, he said female footballers should wear skimpier kits to increase the game's popularity and, following the decision to award the 2022 World Cup to Qatar, said gay fans going to the Gulf state, where homosexuality is illegal, should refrain from sexual activity. Profile: Michel Platini. Platini has been boss of European football's governing body since 2007 but rose to fame as one of France's greatest footballers. The son of a former professional player, he played for Nancy and St. before joining Italian giants Juventus, with whom he was named European Footballer of the Year on 3 occasions. A midfielder, Platini also made 72 appearances for France, captaining them to victory at the 1984 European Championship and helping them reach the semi-finals of 2 World Cups, in 1982 and 1986. He retired as player at 32, turning to coaching and managed the French national team with mixed results from 1988 to 1992. After turning down an offer to coach Spanish